Hi, my name is Elvis Ojefo, CEO of Ramsey Technologies, an information and communications technology firm located in Warri, Delta State. I help businesses to establish internal control measures to enable them eliminate fraud in their business, make them also profitable and as well as transferable, so that the business can outlive the founder. Even when the founder is no more, the business keeps running because procedures and processes have been established to curtail fraudulent activities, which is over time 90% responsible for the failure of most businesses. I encourage you to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter to get updates and tips, insightful tips on how you can structure your business to become profitable, to eliminate fraud, and also make it transferable, so that your generations unborn can enjoy the dividends of your hard work. In this series, I am going to be giving you procedures and steps on how you can establish internal control measures using ICT tools to help you, information technology tools, talking about softwares and a few hardwares to enable you establish the required controls that will make it difficult, if not almost impossible, for employees to steal from your business. You cannot continue to hire and fire. As you hire employees and fire them, your business keeps restarting. So instead of doing that, invest in control measures. This way, the system will purge itself of bad elements and as well attract good elements. And those in between, some people are opportunistic. If there is no control, they will take advantage of the situation. If there are controls, they fall in line. So it is your responsibility as a business owner to put measures in place. It is not enough to just see that a computer can do a lot of things. A lot. I'm an IT professional. I know what I'm saying. As you go with me on this series, you will learn a lot that you can do using ICT tools, so that you can do the right investment in controls, so that even you too can rest. You can go about, you can take vacations, refresh your mind, and come back to your business a refreshed person and introduce things that will boost your profitability, boost your business. One of the critical mistakes most business owners make, especially small businesses that are starting out, small to medium scale businesses, is to erroneously think that by merging job duties, making one man do the job of three persons, they believe that they can save costs. Well, it may be valid, but my 17 years experience in managing other people's businesses as a consultant has shown me, as well as even my own businesses, has also shown me that in doing so, you are actually shooting yourself in the foot. I'll give you one example from one of my experiences. It is erroneous to think that you want to, by making, for instance, let's say a hotel, because the bulk of my clients have come from this industry. Let's say a hotel. It is killing yourself to think that you want to save costs. Money not there, customers are not much. So because of that, you make your manager, your accountant, and front office supervisor one man, one person. No, you are not saving money. You are killing your business. You are making your business to sleep when you sleep and wake up when you wake up. If you truly want that business to transcend beyond you, far, 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 when you are even no more, that business, you want it to go generations after generations, you must separate critical duties. This is where experience comes into play. For most business owners, you may not really have the needed skill to do it, but the first point is to understand that you are not helping your business by merging functions. For instance, I have worked with a client who thought that because of the traffic in his bar, it's a part of the hotel, in his bar and restaurant, he felt there was no need to have more than one attendant on duty per time. When we were consulted, we looked at the operations, and after a critical review, we saw some loopholes. But it was hard to make him understand the need to acquire additional overhead costs, because in asking him to have 2 people on duty at a time, the sole purpose being that one of them is going to be responsible for posting into our software system deployed there to take care of accounting, to manage stock inflow, stock in, you buy drinks, what you sold, end of day reports, and at the same time serve drinks to customers. It is impossible for one person to do this job. But in his own stead, he said, okay, no, leave them, at the close of the day, they can post everything. Let me tell you what happened. After we had operated with him side by side for 30 days, we noticed that there are some stocks, especially, let me give you a direct example. We noticed that red wines, he bought some stock of a particular brand of red wine, half carton, because according to him, which is a good judgment based on the statistics he had, that he wasn't making much sales of that particular brand, so he bought half carton. That's 6 bottles for that brand, and in 4 weeks there was no sale of that brand on records. But as we were observing, we noticed that there were customers who were coming, though maybe we were not seeing them. But what we observed, we noticed that when they were taking out trash in the mornings, we see 1 bottle, 2 bottles of those brand, empty bottles. And it is not possible for a customer to come in to a hotel with those brands and consume them and go away. But it was almost impossible to understand what was going on. So to make a clear case, we now have to observe this and do a physical review on a weekend. At the end of that weekend, in the morning, just before the waste management board will evacuate waste from the premises, we asked them to wait. We went into the trash and extracted 13 bottles of that particular brand. This was an accumulation for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And going by the costs margin, profit margin rather, on that brand, it is giving a gross margin of 4,000 per bottle. That is between the cost price of buying and the selling price at the hotel. So imagine 13 bottles times 4,000. That would be 52,000 in one weekend. And this has gone on for months on end. His salary average based on what was just 30,000. So in one weekend he had lost 52,000. In a month that would be 208,000. What he was just trying to save by not employing 2 additional hands was just 70,000, assuming he was paying them 35,000 each. So in saving 70,000, he lost 208,000 every month, and this was just the verifiable facts. It was more than this, especially in festive seasons. How did we observe this? Because we had installed our hotel management software, we were looking at statistics and discovered some products were in stock that were not being sold, and we just picked one of them and observed how customers were reacting. But we saw that they were being sold. This was the trigger. And on further investigation, what was the problem? Because only one operator, one sales rep, was stocking drinks, selling, and doing the job of the cashier all together, it was very easy for them to go outside the hotel, buy the brand of red wine, which was 4,000 naira less outside, to replace the stock. So in one weekend, when they sell, they go out with whatever excuse, they go out, buy it, and go and replace the stock. So naturally, when you come to check your stock, it will be correct, but they were losing money, thinking that they were saving money by not employing additional hands and separating recording of sales and posting in real time. That means at the time the transaction took place, printing a receipt, whether the customer takes it or not, let it be posted and registered into your stock. It has gone out. But what was happening, because it was one person, there was a valid excuse to not post immediately, because people were standing and waiting. How will you go and be posting? But if there was a cashier whose duty is to post whatever goes out of the bar, that fraud would have been contained, and many more orders, this was just one brand, would be stopped. This is why it is important as just now as possible, review your business, separate powers. If you need assistance, you can talk to us, contact us. We will help you take an overview and give you guides, because each business has its own peculiarities and needs to be understood so that you can get it. But for those of you who can, please separate. Don't ever make the mistake to think that you are saving money by clustering jobs together. For a hotel, your housekeeping supervisor should not be your front office supervisor. Error. Your manager should not be your accountant. Error. It doesn't function like that. You think you are saving money? No, you are dying. The business is dying, it's bleeding. You need to establish that control. Let me tell you, the monies you will save when you establish controls from losses due to fraud will be enough to pay the additional hands that you think you cannot afford, pay you, the business owner, very well, and also give you enough to grow your business, to maintain your facility, and continue to remain in business.